What is up, guys? Gary Yoke back here with some more System Shock 2. You guys voted, and the winning branch of the military I'm joining is OSA. We're gonna be a nerd who uses his brain. Let's do this. Now this is just more personalization for my character. Basically, they'll give me 3 sets of 3 missions, and I choose one, and it will affect my stats accordingly.
The OSA welcomes you to Orbital Station Chunlo. Ready yourself to feel the limitations of your mind slipping away. We will guide your path over the next 4 years. The shuttle bays at the center of the station will ferry you to your next stage of growth. When you've chosen, head into the appropriate shuttle bay. Get ready to learn things you've never imagined.
UNN starts with U. That's what I learned that I never imagined. Okay, let's get to these mission postings. Like I said, this game is very beautiful for its time. I really like.
The sensory deprivation tanks aboard the TOS Chulun are modulated for your training. You shall spend a year in contemplation of mass, both yours and that of objects, until you can bend them to your intentions.
So, okay. I have 3 sensory tank deprivations. It's the same mission, just different ships. Why isn't my tab button working? Okay, so
The sensory deprivation tanks aboard the TOS Runang await you. A year in meditation on the nature of
cryokinesis and kinetic
the
redirection.
sensory deprivation tanks aboard the TOS Shaoling await you.
Psychogenic
There you will spend a
cyber
solitary year. The sensory
Cryokinesis
deprivation
and
tanks aboard the
psychoreflective
TOS
screen.
Chulun are modulated for your training. You shall spend a year in contemplation of mass, both yours and that of others.
I like
The
kinetic
sensory
redirection.
deprivation tanks aboard the TOS Runang await you.
Your year in the tanks of the Runang is finished. Your will has grown. Your mind can freeze your foes in their tracks and pull distant objects to you. These talents will serve you well. Second-tier disciplines are now within your grasp. You may now take your skills into the field to pit them against enemies. You master Tier 2 side disciplines, cryokinesis, and psychic redirection. Year 2, which has me so excited I'm literally jumping at it. Okay, so telepathic interrogation.
Sifting the thoughts of treachery and disloyalty from the morass of emotion and internal conflict that fill most mundanes can be disquieting. You shall spend a year building the general strength of your mind, while learning how to probe the thoughts of the less capable without losing yourself.
That's kind of fucked up.
Dr. Chandris Valan's research labs have produced many of this decade's advances in psionic technique. You shall spend a year serving his genius, learning to understand his insights and whims. Your body has been neglected in your training of your mind. On Io, you will find soldiers who wish to test their endurance. You will surpass their physical prowess without compromising your mental discipline.
So do I want endurance, psionics, or research? Research is important late game because it allows you to use chemicals to research weaknesses of enemies for damage buffs or reduced damage taken. Telepathic interrogation, there's a psionic, and then the endurance would be nice just for health. I think I'm going to go with interrogation just because you guys really want to see the
thoughts
OSA
of treachery and
powers.
disloyalty from the morass of emotion and
Time of service at the OSA Central Core has reached its end. Your year is most peaceful. The hired assassin, with one major exception. The hired assassin tried to disguise her intentions under a layer of quiet excuse me, quite explicit daydreams, but you were not deceived. Near the end, you felt the presence of her fading thoughts enter your own mind and then vanish like clearing mist. Cool. Alright. Anti-terrorism field
Acts of
operations.
political terrorism and corporate coercion disturb corporate and political stability. You shall spend a year battling these chaotic elements, both psionically and by physical
One strength,
force.
one agility, one cyber affinity, just for hacking.
In the grand scheme, individuals are no more important than pieces on a game board. Occasionally, it becomes necessary to remove a piece without disturbing the flow of the game. These removals will be done in silence and with complete secrecy. You shall spend a year learning these skills.
That's kind of fucked.
Many threats to security can only be defeated from inside. Your mind shall be carefully blanked and conditioned with the nature and past of a criminal. Join with the criminal and rebellious. Endure their squalor and chaos, and then, when it is time, liquidate them from within.
Strength, agility, cyber affinity, that's a common. Remote electron tampering.
In the grand scheme,
Neuroflex, reflex
acts of
dampening,
political terrorism and corporate coercion.
psychogenic agility.
In the many threats to security can only be defeated from inside.
Sorry for how much, I guess you could call it prologue there is to this. It's just character building, essentially. Field basis, even now your mind is somewhat clouded and you played your part well for most of a year, and your enemies called you friend until you fell upon them with all your talents. Cool, so I killed a bunch of people. Like, that could be a game in and of itself. Having your mind wiped. Sweet. Gonna be on the UNN Rickenbacker. Get ready to become a part of his story, soldier.
Shuttle A-138, you have clearance for landing on the Von Braun in Shuttle Bay 2. Welcome aboard, soldier.
Excuse me. UNN Von Braun. Oh, sorry guys, this isn't System Shock, it's Halo. Sorry, wrong game. Yeah, that's the Covenant. Oh, Covenant.
Visualizing memory streams. Restoring patient memory. Restoring memory. Restoring memory.
Hey, what's up?
Steady yourself, soldier. This is Dr. Janice Polito of the Computer Ops Staff of the Von Braun. You're safe for the time being. You're recovering from the effects of surgery and will be unable to remember any of the events of the last few weeks. You're on board the Starship Von Braun and something's gone very, very wrong. Some kind of force has hijacked this ship. That's why you volunteered to be implanted with some experimental cybernetic implants. Rely on your cyber interface. It just might save your life. You must find an elevator and come up to Deck 4 to meet me. Deck 4. Can you remember that? But keep your eyes open. They're after us both now.
Deck 4. I can probably remember that.
Watch out. I'm getting strange readings from that radar dish outside the window. It's become unstable due to... Move! Take cover!
Everything's blowing up. Let's check this guy. He has a wrench. Sweet. you guys don't want to see wrench, you want to see psionics. Let's get out cryokinesis. Stop alarm. Yes, that's a very good one to have. Actually, I think I have to have the wrench here. Just for that. Up we go. Now the actual game's starting.
The entire sector is depressurizing and the blue vacuum shield won't last long. Get through a secure airlock before you're sucked into space. Move it!
Cryosector access card. Oh, yeah. That's just stuff from the tutorial. Let's play this audio log.
Great. Gotta change the access codes out of Cryo A again. Like I've got nothing better to do. I think Grassy just likes to make work for me. I'll set the new code to 45100. That should be easy enough to remember.
45100.
Warning. Decompression event imminent. Please move immediately to Cryo Recovery B. Decompression event imminent.
Another wrench.
This power cell is dead. There should be a recharger nearby. Just use it and it will recharge all the power-driven devices in your possession. After you've recharged the cell, plug it into the auxiliary power unit. That should... Good. You've managed to get out before the whole area depressurized. I've just uploaded you some cybernetic modules. You can use them to upgrade your cybernetic rig at the upgrade units in this area. There are 4 types of units in the next room, one for each subsystem of your cybernetic gear. Stats, psi, weapons, and tech. But use the modules carefully. They're hard to come by.
So that right there is just explaining leveling up, basically. And it's raining air ducts. And the nanites, if you don't remember, are used for hacking. And they're also used to buy supplies.
Hey Doc, a security bot showed up with orders from you to place this grunt into the recovery freezer. I'm no cyber doc, but I know a plant job when I see one. I suppose you know they outlawed R-grade cyber goodies after that fiasco back on Citadel Station. But hey, I just work here, right?
So as you can already see, the hidden audio things, stuff like that, inspired where BioShock got them from. Like this game started it all. I don't think I knew this. Can I hack it? I don't have any hack skill because you guys suck. Whatever. It's cool. Weapons, tech, stats, psi. Okay. Weapon kickback. Increases your cyber affinity by 2. 2 minutes plus 1 minute per psi. Four. No. That's for radiation. Factor equals psi. Lost hit points. So that costs 5 to buy. Do we want healing? Do we want more damage? Let's go with healing. And then the cyber modules for guns. Nothing for that. Anything for stats. That's a worthwhile investment. And I won't get that cache of supplies. And then I've already been through there. Okay. Let's go. Some more exploration. Nothing here. Ghost.
Can somebody let me out? I can't find my car. Please. Let me out of here.
I don't know what that button does. Makes the game freak out. Some more nanites. I already have one of those. I have 2 wrenches just because I like having 2 wrenches. If only there was a psionic power that would allow me to get that supplies all the way over there. Oh, speed booster, those things are awesome. Switch over to cryokinesis and let's go. Start some actual
Well done.
gameplay.
I'm uploading some more modules.
So that was fairly effective. Okay, so then... Oh, fuck, I forget how to research shit. It's cool though. I don't have any hacking. This is where it sucks. I don't need booze. Chips are good. That just freaked out.
Why is it that no one listens to me? The security protocols on the Xerxes system are clearly immature. Some idiot hacked into the primary data loop last night and made Xerxes sing Elvis Presley songs for 3 hours. I finally had to pull the voice subsystem offline. What would happen if someone with a real agenda got into him?
Psi-hypo. Just get ourselves some supplies. Just looting body bags, you know how that is. Research. I have to have a research skill of 1 to research it. Fuck. Damn, this sucks.
On most decks, you'll find a quantum bioreconstruction device. Xerxes shut them all down, but I've discreetly put them back online. You'll need to interface with each machine locally to provide a quantum entanglement sample. Once you do that, the device will be able to rebuild your body essentially from scratch. It's not pleasant, but it's preferable to slow decomposition.
And that's a respawn point.
Please report any unauthorized database interaction to your direct superior. Remember, a smooth operation is everybody's responsibility.
Yes. Can't even use a fucking pistol.
Somebody's hacked into this
Hi there. Please make your selection.
This kinda sucks. Not gonna lie. But it's cool. I think I'm gonna play this audio log and call it an episode, guys. We got our adventure started.
I got called up around 0430 to help unload the shuttle coming back from Tau Ceti. Kerenskin was there alone. Jesus, what the hell happened to him? He'd lost most of his hair, and you could see these lumps on the side of his neck. And that smell. I told him he should go see Dr. Watts, but he told me to mind my own business. Well, la-dee-da.
Well, la-dee-da.
I've been unable to get in touch with Delacroix. This place is falling apart. Members of my team keep disappearing. The leaks in the venting shaft shorted out the primary access channel, and that means we'll all be on auxiliary power until we can get it back up. That means all the lifts are out. Marie, where the hell are you?
Alrighty, and so I think I'm going to call it an episode because I can make just this exploration an episode in and of itself. Please feel free to leave down in the comments on any direction you want my build to go. More psionics and completely avoid hacking and research, or do you want me to dabble in guns? You know, just tell me what you guys want. This is your character, I'm just playing it. Alrighty. Remember to rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you.